Well, hello there, Centurions, and welcome to another Pike and Shots Campaign video. I know it's been a very long time since I played this game, and I want to take you guys back to the time of gunpowder, religious wars, and utter chaos in Europe at the time. We're, of course, playing with Gustavus Adolphus' Protestant army against the Catholic League, and I wanted you guys to go ahead and let me know what you think of this series. I know a lot of you guys that are new to this channel have not even seen this series yet, so make sure to give me a thought, or your thoughts, I should say, on kind of what you think. So right now I'm actually just taking a look, making sure that we could fight these guys here. We've got a pretty good chance of beating these light hussars, so I'm going to keep moving. But we were actually doing very, very well towards the end of this fight, and I'm hoping that we can get a victory here. Now, for those of you that have been following the series, you kind of know what's been going on, and it's been good and bad, of course. There's always a good and bad to everything, I guess. Now, one of the good things is we've managed to break the infantry in the enemy center, but not totally. I mean, we've impacted them, we've caused a lot of problems, we've disrupted them, but we haven't fully broken them yet, and until we fully break them, I'm not going to feel safe. Let's give this guy just a face full of gunpowder, or I should say, musket fire in this case. These are actually flintlocks, I believe. Here we go. So finally, our cannons are actually able to get some good shots. Initially in the battle, they were not. Excuse me, guys. Let's see. Excuse me. Nothing like some Catholic blood to make my cough stop. There we go. Alright, so we could also open fire on either the machine gun, the cannon unit, or the horse unit. Now, I'm actually going to be going for the horse unit because this guy's fragmented, and that means that he may not even survive a charge. I don't want to waste this guy. We've already fired with most of these units. In fact, we've made most of our moves against the enemy. This guy I'm going to keep here because I actually want him to be unfragmented. Basically, unfragmented means that he gets back into a good formation, because right now the men are terrified, to put it simply. It's been a tough battle on all of us. Let's go ahead and charge this awesome artillery position with our cavalry. And there we go, guys. We dispersed the enemy. Right now we are actually routing more of the enemy units, 39%, as opposed to them who rounded 35% of ours, but the battle is still very close. I also wanted to say, if you have not seen this series but you want to get into it, I'm adding this to the playlist, the Pike and Shot playlist. Start at the beginning. I'm telling you, this is probably one of our most liked series on the channel, and there's a reason for that. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of ups and downs, and just some amazing battles, both victories and defeats. Go ahead and see if we can get these commanded shot to do something. I would love to see the commanded shot make a light gun unit run. That would be unbelievable. So I'm actually going to move. Can I move that close and fire? Oh, I better be able to. In fact, I can destroy their cannon. Look at that. We just dispersed their cannon. Wonderful. The commanded shot are used for something. I'm going to move the commanded shot right up here. And remember, commanded shot mainly use muskets. They don't really have pikes. You know, they might have some stilettos or something in case they need to stab someone, but for the most part, they are not that kind of unit. Alright, let's end the turn, guys. We're going to turn it over to the Catholics, and let's hope that they will be merciful. Oh, be merciful, you Catholic dogs. Alright, they did disrupt one of our units. I don't like that at all. Now remember, they have to attack uphill in most of these areas, but we have met them down at the center. No matter what, the end of this battle, the casualties at the end are going to be huge. For both sides. This is our bloodiest battle yet. There we go. We managed to disperse one of the enemy units. That's a huge bonus, guys. Unfortunately, one of our units also dispersed there. And there we go. Another victory against the enemy. We're getting great victories against the enemy cavalry right now, despite the fact that they outnumbered us before. Our commanded shot is beating the enemy cavalry here, and that is a really good sign. Come on, men. Trying to hold that center. And there we go, guys. We broke another enemy infantry unit in the center, and now we're going to crash into the flank of that other unit. Right now, it looks like a great day for Gustavus Adolphus' Protestant army. And there's that flank attack. They're going to break, of course, killing and wounding a number of these Protestants. That's going to hurt. Excuse me, these Catholics. You need to remember who you're fighting for, Agrippa. I make this mistake often. But we're doing very well against the Catholic League, and they outnumber us overall, but with our victories here, we could turn the tide. Also, let me know if you guys want me to continue this series. This has been one of the longest-running series in the history of the channel, and that's kind of why I haven't kept it up to date very often. But if you guys really want me to do more, I can, do 1 week where I try to upload 3 or 4 of these episodes and really try to wrap this series up. To be honest, though, this could take 200 episodes and it wouldn't be done. That's how much content there is in this game. Load your muskets, men! Got some disrupted units. There we go, we broke another enemy infantry unit. And guys, we're at 60%. At this point, I think we win. I think the victory is ours. The Catholics will have to run. There we go, another enemy unit falling back. 41 casualties on their side. That's unbelievable. Alright, let's not be happy yet. One of their units has rallied. We continue to break their cavalry units. We've utterly crushed this Catholic army, and I hope it's going to help us in our overall campaign, because there's a lot we have to do, obviously. The enemy has lost heart. You are victorious, and that's a glorious Protestant victory, my friends. We're going to go ahead and accept that, and I really want to see what the casualties are like here. So, we killed 1,069 enemy foot soldiers, 617 of their horsemen for a total of 1,686. We wounded 1,328, 775 over here, and look at how many of the enemy's men deserted. They no longer want to be a part of this vicious religious war, and maybe they've lost heart and are ready to leave the Catholic Church, the Papists. On our end, we lost a lot of men too, but not nearly as many, 723. In reality, we lost a lot more wounded men here, but not many captured or deserted. Overall, it was a great battle and a victory we desperately needed. Now let's turn to the campaign map and see if there's anything we can do here in the future. Alright, there we go, guys. So that was a huge, huge victory. And I'm definitely going to stay in Bavaria to try to take this area back from the enemy. This area is currently under enemy control. I'm also going to go to these areas and try to raise new armies. We desperately need new armies, but we might not have the money for them right now. Certain areas might have more money than others. We'll take a look here in Brandenburg. No. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. Remember, to create the army we just created here, we did a lot of work, guys. So I'm going to go ahead. I could also split this army in half, creating 2 armies and move them around. But I kind of like the size of this army right now. I want to hold on to Bavaria. So let's end the turn and see if we can siege it. Ah, our men are moving into Württemberg. Alright, let's see what we can do over here. Maybe we just got some new points. We do eventually every month get new points, and there we go. We're starting to get them. Awesome. So I want to definitely build a new army from the ground up. Let's get a cannon unit there. We definitely want some pike and shot units. They are the backbone of our army. Some veteran pike and shot. I know it's expensive. So let's focus on mainly pike and shot. Take a heavy gun. We're running out of funds pretty quickly here, but that's okay. We can eventually keep building armies, merge them together, and things will work out. I promise you that. Alright, let's see. Commanded shot, 72. So I'm actually going to buy some medium guns. It's going to be a while before we actually are able to merge these armies, but for now, we can at least do our best, I guess you could say. So we're in Württemberg right now. I don't want to stay in Württemberg under any circumstances. I want to move back to Bavaria. However, right now, we need to go ahead, raise new army, and it looks like our movement points are finished for this turn. That's unfortunate. Can we raise anyone here? No, that's alright. End our turn. Of course I'm sure. What's wrong with you? Alright, in this case I'm moving into Bavaria once again. Now this is not so good because it's going to allow the enemy to get some power here in Bohemia. But that's okay. I want to end our turn in Bavaria, and I want to basically see, first of all, when we combine these guys, if we can take Bavaria from the enemy. It would be a huge steal. And while we're doing that, we'll be making money as well. So let's end the turn. Come on, men, take that city! Now they're trying to close me off. I don't like this one bit. Oh, they're trying to go straight for Berlin. Now that's unacceptable. We really don't have any units to deal with them. Let's hope they don't take Berlin in one turn. Alright, good. They have left Berlin, and I'm glad. And it actually looked like they were about to challenge us in Bavaria, but they ran away. What the hell was that about? I was really happy about that for a second, and they totally ruined it for me. Alright, well, fair enough. Any more manpower value? We don't. What about in Brandenburg? I don't think we do either. Maybe in Württemberg. No. So this is just an overall assessment. That sucks. We'll go ahead and end our turn. Actually, we should have moved into Saxony. Province of Bavaria has fallen to Swedish forces. Glory, men. Our men finally managed, guys, to go ahead and take over a province. That's really, really great, of course. And I almost want to go and liberate these other provinces over here. I want to stop the enemy. At the same time, we could move into Vienna right now and possibly crush the enemy once and for all, although I think that's a little bit of overly positive thinking. Right now, we should focus on taking back the important parts like Saxony from the enemy forces. Province of Hesse has fallen to the Catholic forces. You bastards! So they took Hesse, but we took Saxony, so not such a big deal, and they took the Palatinate too, so it's really being a pain in the ass for both sides here, guys. We're going to have to wait for those reinforcements. Then again, we could possibly merge these armies, which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to combine them, and we're going to go straight for the enemy. That's right, you leave that Palatinate. Wonderful. We've taken Hesse. Problem is they keep taking the areas we just took, like Bavaria. So we really just need to keep working our way down, quite simply. Let's see if we can raise a new army. So we can raise a new army, but once again, I am going to, first of all, cancel that. Let's go to Mecklenburg and start raising a new one. This time I'm starting off with veteran Pike and Shot. I don't care what anyone says. I know what I want. And we're going to make two separate armies this time. This will be our main army, and that's just the way it's going to have to work, quite frankly. 26, we should be able to get a commanded shot unit. Yeah, we can. And we could also get a light gun unit. You know what? We're going for the light guns. Combine. Let's end our turn. So now move into Franconia. And then we will move into Bavaria, guys. They should defend Bavaria, and indeed they have. It looks like it's going to be a slight Catholic advantage, but that's not going to stop us, guys. We're going to go to the battle. It's that simple. We're going to go ahead and get started here in the battle for Bavaria. How many times have we fought for Bavaria? This is getting pretty ridiculous, don't you think? Here we go, guys. And actually, that was where we just fought, so we're going back to our original hunting grounds. But I think it should be a fun fight. 1635 to 1648 is the time period of the troops, and it's going to be interesting to see how this battle goes, guys. The third Battle of Bavaria. It looks like we've got a beautiful army here, and I hope these guys are ready to deliver us another victory against the Catholics. As you can see, there's a major river here. There's hills on both sides. Should make for a very interesting battle, and I'd assume there'd be a lot more shooting in this battle than cavalry work. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and again, if you like this series, please, please, please take a look at that playlist and start from episode 1. Every episode you guys watch helps the channel tremendously, and if it's something you like here, you're going to love the whole series. Take care, and have an awesome day.